Alright, Josh here, and welcome to another episode of our Pokemon VGC 2019 Basketball Live Series. Today, we are swapping to this brand new team, which is a odd variation, I suppose, of the XY core. XY is something I've wanted to use for ages. It seems really strong, and it's, it's been doing well at tournaments and stuff. People have been doing well with that, with the XY core. Bit of a different spin than I've got, but yeah. So I've been working on this team for quite a while. It's taken me ages just to get it right. I had like this 4, which I'll go through in a minute, but it just took me ages to get it right. So obviously we've got the X part of the XY. We've got the Xerneas, Timid, Max Speed, Geomancy, Protect, Dazzling Gleam, you know the score, Moonblast obviously. Then next up we've got the Yveltal, which is the Y part. Now Yveltal is actually modest. Holding the Assault Vest, it's pretty slow. It's basically support. We've got Snarl, we've got Foul Play, we've got Oblivion Wing, and what's the last one? Snarl, Oblivion Wing, Foul Play, Sucker Punch. That's the last one. It took me ages. These two work well together. Obviously, Yveltal covers a lot of Xerneas' weaknesses, so that's really nice. Mainly being, the Necrozmas and Solgaleos and Lunalas of the world. Lunala isn't exactly a Zern weakness, but obviously if it's boosted, you can always just Sucker Punch it and get that thing out of here as long as you break the Shadow Shield. Next up is something that we do see quite a lot with the XY core, which is Landorus. The King is back. I feel like I've not used Landorus for ages. Let's hold the Groundium Z. We've got Protect, U-Turn, Rock Slide and Earthquake. Quite a lot of people opt for Swords Dance. I did originally have Swords Dance on it, but I dropped it because I wasn't clicking it that often, to be honest. I really wasn't clicking it, and I thought U-Turn might just give me a little bit more utility, just that switch out. It was kind of nice. I actually originally had, when I was, like I said, I was faffing around this team for probably about a month to get it right, and it's still not 100%. But anyway, yeah, I was never clicking Swords Dance. I thought U-Turn might just, there was a couple of occasions where I thought, God, I wish I had U-Turn instead of Swords Dance. I could just pivot out, get like, for example, I don't know, Yveltal in or another Mon in, is what I mean, obviously. So yeah, we've got U-Turn, so we'll see how that goes. We can always swap it for Swords Dance if we really feel the need. Right. The next one is, like I said, part of the original 4 is Ninetales. Ninetales is, it has been used a few times on teams. I've seen it do have a couple of tournament finishes early on, not for a while, but it was usually paired with Groudon, and but this one isn't. We've got the safety goggles on, kind of doing the same job as our Volcarona in the old team, just immune to those spores from Amoonguss. It's mainly our Amoonguss dealer. Setting up the Sun is really nice, obviously, against rain teams. We can just switch it in. We do take a lot from a Water Spout, like a full powered Water Spout, but it can protect Xerneas. It can save Yveltal taking too much damage and stuff, and I can just Oblivion Wing back. So just having the Sun is nice against rain teams, and it's also really good utility against Xerneas because we have got Roar on the Ninetales. We've got Protect, we've got Roar. Obviously, I can't be Rage Powdered away the Roar as well, obviously, because of the safety goggles. We've got Heat Wave as our kind of only attacking move. I don't know, I keep thinking maybe to swap that for Flamethrower, but I kind of like the double damage. It's nice, as long as you hit, obviously. And the last move is Will-O-Wisp, which is, again, it's not the most accurate move, is it, Will-O-Wisp, but, Groudon is a bit of an issue for this team, so if I can Will-O-Wisp a Groudon, if I don't want to bring, I've got double Intimidate, obviously, if I don't want to bring those, I can always just Will-O-Wisp it, or I could Will-O-Wisp whatever to chip it down, or, how Will-O-Wisp works. So, yep, that's the Ninetales. I do really like Ninetales, actually, it's so good. It can take 2+2 Moonblasts, I'm pretty sure, which is nice. Just bulky, fast. We are fast still, though. I can't remember if I'm max speed, though. I think it might be max speed, actually. Yeah, just to outspeed Xerneas, just in case I want to... in case I ever need to, like, chip it or something. You never know. Right, so that was, like, the 4 I had for ages, and I was trying to figure out for ages. I was talking to Taylor about it, and he was like... He said he should... Like, Venusaur's, like, a good choice. And Venusaur is a good choice, but I feel like I can't play with, like, specific weather bonds, like stuff with Chlorophyll or Swift Swim. I've always been really bad. I remember VGC 17, I was trying to use, like, the double duck core. I couldn't do it. I'm just not very good with that kind of style. I don't know, I couldn't do it. So I tried Venusaur, but I just never brought it. Anyway, after much faffing, what did I have? Well, I had Scarf Landorus at one point instead of Groundium Z. I had a Rotom Mow at one point when it was Scarf Landorus. I was interested. Actually, wasn't that bad, the Rotom Mow. But in the end, I decided to go for. I thought, right, let's go more protect. Like I had Xerneas, and it was getting to the point where I had all these other mons, and I had nothing to help Xerneas. I was like, okay, so we want fake outs and stuff like that. So, you know, I already have a dark type, I already have a fire type, so I was like, right, I'm not going to use Incineroar. We've used enough Incineroar. Everyone's used enough Incineroar. Let's face it. So Hitmontop was like my natural instant. Ah, yes, I can use Hitmontop. So let's get Hitmontop on. Put Hitmontop on. Hitmontop's great. We've got Wide Guard, we've got Feint, we've got Fake Out, and we've got Close Combat. I think the last time we ran Hitmontop, I didn't have Wide Guard. I had Helping Hand instead, but I've got Wide Guard on this one because, you know, obviously that does come in handy quite a lot of times, especially facing down a Groudon or a Kyogre. As long as there's not a Serena there or a Feint user, you know, you're kind of golden. And Double Intimidate's nice, and Will-O-Wisp nice, obviously to help like with some of those physical attackers like Katana. And as I said, Groudon is a little bit of an issue for this team, so that really does help. And then the last is Salazzle. I was trying to think of something that helps with Smeargle Xerneas. That was a bit of a pain, and Salazzle is really good against Xerneas. It eats Moonblast quite well. Obviously, I've got to be really careful against Scarf Kyogre with this team. Obviously, I really have to rely on like Yveltal and Xerneas to beat that. As you can see, this team doesn't have a grass type. That is not something like most teams have like 2 grass types. Like usually, they definitely have at least 1. I've not got any, so that's why I'm not 100% convinced that this team's going to do well. But you know what? We're getting towards like, well, we've only got like a month left pretty much of the format, so we might as well just run some like more fun, interesting stuff. Salazzle is Fake Out, obviously, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, and Encore. Encore is cracking. And we got, oh yeah, I forgot to say, we've got the 50% berry on him on top. We've got the Focus Sash on Salazzle. Yeah, Encore is just so nice, especially if you're facing down like, so if you, let's say you're, let's take a common lead. Okay, Xerneas Incineroar, such a common lead. I would usually just try and fake out the Xerneas and Geomancy. Worst case scenario, Incineroar roars. If Incineroar does make the mistake to fake out, then I just Encore it, and then I'm boosted. If the Xerneas protects, then I can Encore it. So Encore is, fast Encores are really good. I really like it. So we're just going to jump into some games. Let's see how we get on. I think we're like mid 1700s on ladder. Like, I don't really expect to stay that way with this team, to be honest. I'm not going to lie, but it really doesn't matter. Like, I'm not trying to get to the top or anything. It really doesn't matter. So the IC was this weekend as well. 1762. That's pretty decent. IC this weekend. Oh, I actually have some notes because I was making notes about what I was losing to. So I brought a team that I hadn't really tested massively. I just like I did test it a bit, but I theoried it mostly. And now we're getting into a game, so I can't talk about it. No. Okay, we got Sun. Okay, so this is where I do want to bring Ninetales to this, you see. It's kind of the same deal as when I used to bring, unless they lead Lele, that could be kind of annoying. Like, Yveltal's pretty good, as long as I get Spewed. Salazzle's not bad either, actually. Salazzle's pretty threatening. Do I want to bring Xerneas to this? Like, I feel like I'm not gonna beat Groudon if I don't bring Xerneas. I kind of want Intimidate as well. I want 5 mons. Can I bring 5? Is that allowed? I kind of want Landorus. Landorus is decent. We could go like Salazzle Landorus. I'll bring Ninetales. Do I want Xerneas? Can I deal with... my opponent's got 2 poison types. The thing is, can I deal with Groudon with Yveltal? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to bring Yveltal. I think I'm going to bring Xerneas. This is awkward. I haven't really played against this matchup much. This is going to be quite hard. Oh, right, let's play this game and then I'll talk about the oh, well, I'll quickly talk about the IC. So I did bring a team that like I hadn't 100. Well, it turned out that the team definitely wasn't. I had some some really like bad issues with the team. Like I thought I had a really good matchup against Rain, right? Basically with this team, it was great. Like pretty much every Scarf character I played, and I played a lot. It wasn't an instant win, obviously. I did lose against a couple, but most of it was like felt pretty standard. I had a really good game plan for it. Okay, so he went Lele Reshiram. That's like the best lead possible for us. Is this Scarf Lele? Reshiram is faster than Landorus. Okay, that's nice to know. I feel like he's going to go Tailwind. Should I just Sludge Bomb? Should I just... I don't know. Should we... I mean, I'm going to Sludge Bomb Lele. I think I'm just going to ground you and Z. I think we're just going to go offensive. I could lose Landorus though, like, instantly. It depends who Lele targets. How fast is Reshiram? I'm just going to go for it. I think I might be able to live one Psychic or Psyshock. Oh, Lele switches out. Okay. Okay, I don't mind that. Get the poison. That'd be super nice. I don't know how fast Reshiram is. He outsped Landorus. I doubt he's base 91. My Landorus is max speed. Oh no, it's adamant though. I just remembered my Landorus is adamant, not jolly. Get the poison. Ow. Yeah, turns out that attack hurts. That attack hurts, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't know. This is where I wish I was as max speed, not adamant. That could have been. That was actually really bad. I shouldn't have just risked Landorus like that. That was really silly. Because now I'm... Oh, I knew this team wasn't good. Never mind. Let's just... I mean, I kind of... Do I have a choice other than to Geomancy? I think I'd just lose if I don't. You could just double me though. I might just go for the Groudon. Okay, Groudon switches out. Incineroar, that's bad. Especially because I flamethrowed. I think we're going to see Tailwind for sure. Could just attack. It might be Z, Fire. That would be also bad. No, it's not. Sorry, we already saw the berry. That's my mistake. But I think it's going to be Tailwind. I really think you'll be Tailwind here. Okay. We can't just go ahead and got lucky there. Incineroar is in Sludge Bomb range. I mean, I'm going to Geomancy. We got lucky there, my friends. We got lucky. That blue flare was going to do a lot. Okay. Now we're looking a bit better. I have Ninetales to switch in. Ninetales is useless, but I've got it. I've got it. Ninetales is there, but it's useless. I admit, I think it. I just expect it to have Tailwind. It's like such a classic move on. Let's go for blue flare again. Let's see how much this does. It can't do 50%. It does a lot. It doesn't do 50% though. But that could have been a roll, so we do have to just be wary of that attack. Okay, Tapu Lele's back out. Right. I mean, I have to attack Lele. I'm gonna protect. Like I need to, because if they double me, I'm in trouble. I think I'll go down to a Psyshock, to be honest, from Lele. Yeah, I would have gone down to that, I think. Oh, it lived. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Okay, I have to go for Reshiram. That's unfortunate. Because I have to deglean now. Although I do kill Lele, and Reshiram doesn't kill me, so actually we might be alright. As long as it doesn't Tailwind. Tailwind is a problem. Okay, bye Lele, obviously. Let's see how much this does to Reshiram. Okay, that's actually not bad. As long as we live blue flare, I think we could be golden. Please, Layla. Please, 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 please be able. Ooh, that was. We got very lucky early on that we missed the blue flare, but blue flare is a move that does have, you know, the potential to miss, so, you know, players should be wary of that. I might just sludge... How much did Sludge Bomb do to Reshiram? I think it did quite a lot, actually. So if I Sludge Bomb the Reshiram and just protect, I think that pretty much guarantees us the game, right? Because Groudon I'm just scared of hitting Groudon with the Moonblast and it's being, like, ridiculously bulky and somehow living. Like, if it was, like, careful, max HP, max special defense, assault vest or something. We don't really know what this Groudon is. I don't know if it protected foot. Oh, that was smart. That was smart, that was smart. This is going to hurt Salazzle, but we are Focus Sash, so that's okay. I think I have to Moonblast the Groudon though. Do you reckon Dazzle will get Groudon? Actually, I think Dazzle's going to get it, to be honest. I'll Flamethrower and Dazzle. I think Dazzle should get Groudon. From that range, just over half. If it procs a berry. But then Ninetales can just kind of stall it out, I guess. Gets the double. I suppose if this doesn't knock out Groudon, it kind of makes up for the blue flare miss. I really need to knock out this Groudon now. Okay. Did he get the double? Okay, so this game's sealed up, but that blue flare miss was unfortunate. Landra's not being max speed there was a pain. Like I wish I was plus speed nature, not adamant. So that might be something to change. I don't know if I have another Landorus. I'll have to check. That could be something to change. I was waiting for damage output. Anyway, yeah, GG. Apologies for the blue flare miss. Okay, so the IC. Let's get back onto the IC. So day 1 IC. I won 10. I lost 5. I lost 2. Twice I lost to this thing. It was Z-Tailwind Psych Up Lugia. And they were both Psych Up. If they weren't Psych Up, I would have been okay. I was running Zernala. There was one Pokemon, and I was going to use that team as like the last team on before the Ultra Series, so I won't give too much away, but there was one Pokemon I didn't bring once, and I realised that it could be swapped for something way better that would have improved about loads of my matchups. But, yeah, I lost 2 games to this Psych Up Lugia thing. That was really frustrating. I lost another 2 games. I lost, it were definitely my fault. I had some really bad leads. I had a couple of bad leads and I wasted like too many resources trying to get into a good position, and then I lost to a gimmick that tilted me quite a bit. It was Z-Ally Switch Naganadel, and on the same team it was a Flame Charge Solgaleo. That got me good. The Ally Switch was just so annoying. I hate Ally Switch. Like Ally Switch just like instantly just tilts me. It really does. So day 1 was 10-5. That wasn't too, but you know I was okay with that. Day 2. Was the same with 10-5 again. I was doing okay. I won like 5-6 in a row, and then I lost against XY, which I knew was an issue for. It is an issue for Zernala. Oh, and then I lost to Chansey. I didn't bring anything for Chansey. That was a mistake. So we lost to oh, this is okay. Well, I'll talk about day 2 in a minute, but this is the more standard version of this team, basically. Excuse me. This is where I want to be leading like Xerneas Salazzle, I think. This is also where who else do I want to be bringing? Do I want my Veltol? It's not bad. It's not great though, there's 2 fairies. Do I want Ninetales? I think I do want Ninetales. I think I want to bring Landorus. Like, Finny's going to be a bit of an issue. I know I've got a few things to hit it, but... Oh, hit him on top. Nah, I'm going to bring Landorus. Is Landorus the call? I haven't really played this. Yeah, let's go that. This could be an interesting one. I'm not sure if we'll win this, but and then we'll finish it up for the day. Oh yeah, so day 2 I lost against XY, then I lost against Chansey, and that tilted me. Lost against XY again. I got absolutely wrecked by a Rain team. Like Rain was like my best match with this team, and this guy, this Japanese player, Wow, he made so many good calls. It was insane. It was I got absolutely decked. I was well impressed. I wasn't bothered because it was like it was like an impressive deck. You know, I was like, and then another game. This was the worst one. This is what this was straight after the Chansey one, right? I lost to a sheer cold. Like my plan was to protect Ninetales. Like it was like protect Xerneas was the game. I lost to a sheer cold Ninetales, Alola. I was protecting the deer, but we went down. It was a shame. It was super frustrating. Okay, so here I'm going to Geomancy and I'm going to fake out the Yveltal. Worst case scenario, I get roared. Best case scenario, Incineroar fakes out. And that's exactly what it is. It actually fakes out the Salazzle, which is extremely questionable. That puts us in an amazing position. As long as it's not red card Amoonguss, which is something I'm potentially wary about. I'm going to Moonblast the Yveltal. And just Encore the Incineroar. Incineroar could switch, they might know about Encore. I just want to get, like, Xerneas is my best way of getting rid of this Yveltal, really, isn't it? So I just want to just get it gone straight away. I suppose I could No, I'm just going to Moonblast. And we're going to Encore the Incineroar. Okay, great turn for us. My opponent, obviously not realising that we have our best move. Encore's so good. I mean, Salazzle has such a fast Encore. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not even a gimmick though. Like Encore's such a common move on Salazzle, right? I don't think that's like a gimmick. We could play one more actually. I mean, we're only like 20 minutes in. Yeah, go on. Let's have one more. I was only going to do two, but that wasn't a game really, was it? Okay, so yeah, I lost to a sheer cold Ninetales. So the last day, so I started playing in the morning and I won 2, and then oh my god, I tilted for several reasons. I went up against the Lugia again, and it was so rough. Then I lost to a speed tie, and then I lost to. Then I went up against like a Shedinja Groudon team, and I thought it was okay because I brought Lunala and Incineroar, but it really wasn't. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, my headphones jumped. I have to be careful it doesn't wreck the recording. Okay, so we got... Oh, this is a bit rough. We got... Heatran's a bit of a problem. I do have... I need to bring Landorus to this. Landorus is actually amazing here. Landorus is so good. The best thing they have for it is really, like, Venusaur. So we're so bringing Landorus. I'm gonna go... do I want to go Ninetales, like, him on top? That's like my... Like, because I always think, like, if my opponent goes... Groudon, Venusaur, that's, like, my best thing to do. Or I could go him on top Xerneas. What's the worst case... What's the worst case scenario? I just have to be careful about sleep. That's what I'm saying. That's my point that I'm trying to make. I have to be very careful about sleep. Him on top Xerneas? Coco could have Taunt, could be Z Coco, could be Z Groudon, could be Z Heatran. Definitely want Landorus. It's just, do I bring Ninetales or not? But do I bring Yveltal? Maybe Ninetales isn't that good. We're bringing it. Maybe I should have brought Salazzle. Oh yeah, so I played this Shedinja Groudon team. I thought Lunala and Incineroar was enough. Turns out not. It was banded Groudon, so I lost my Incineroar even though it was at neg 1. And Shedinja, turns out Shadow Claw plus Shadow Sneak wrecks Lunala. So that was a great. If it Shadow Clawed me, I was like, it's fine. I can Shadow Sneak's not going to get me. Turns out Shadow Sneak, it does get you. It actually does get you. So that wasn't ideal. Okay, we got Hitmontop turn against Groudon Venusaur. Okay, so this isn't the best. This is where I wish I had Helping Hand. This is where I wish I had Helping Hand. I'm just gonna get put to sleep though, so I have to be really careful. Obviously, I'm gonna fake out Venusaur. And then I guess I could feint Moon. Oh, that's not gonna get it. How can I get the Venusaur? That's tricky. Oh yeah, so I lost to Shed Ninja, banned Groudon. And Heat ran, so it's gonna have a roll, so that's fine. And yeah, on this. Oh well, I'll finish this game. I can't concentrate otherwise. Okay, we Geomanced up, but we're gonna lose. We are gonna lose Xerneas to a roll, so like I know that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna feint the Venusaur and just Moonblast it. I don't know if that's gonna get it, but at least then I get a free switch into like that should put it potentially in feint range, and then I get Groudon in, which isn't bad. Groudon, Landorus. Okay, so we're gonna Moonblast Venusaur. I'll just feint Venusaur for chip as well. I could also close combat Heat Ram. But I'm scared of Sleep Powder, so we'll just go for Venusaur. I'm gonna get roared out. No two ways about it. And there's nothing I can do to stop it at this point, so we're just gonna accept it. It does protect, so that's actually kind of good. Like it's gonna take a lot of damage from this. I was worried it was probably gonna Sleep Powder my. And this should do like a lot. But he's not gonna KO. It might just be in a feint range. That's what I'm like hoping. Oh yeah, it is in feint range. Okay, that's really nice. Yeah, there's raw. Okay, that's really good because we get the lovely Landorus in now. I'm glad Landorus came in instead of Ninetales. Could you imagine? That was actually super lucky. I mean, it's random, isn't it? It was a 50-50 who came in. Okay, so Heatran. You know, if you're not scared, I'm gonna Rock Slide just in case. I can feint the Venusaur, that's so good. I'm going to Rock Slide just in case if Yveltal comes in. I don't want to waste my Z-move yet. Heatran, I doubt it's going to be faster than Landorus. It could be, though. I've got Wide Guard as well on Hitmontop, so I can safely Earthquake next to my own Hitmontop. I just need to get this Venusaur out. Venusaur's such a pain. I need to get that gone. I need to save Hitmontop just for that. Like, Venusaur was one of the things I was most scared of in Team Preview because of just Spore spam, obviously. Like my Xerneas, I've wasted Geomancy in a way, but yeah, show me a Yveltal. Yeah. Okay, we called that. We're gonna get a single target Rock Slide off on a Yveltal as well, which is not. It's not going to do a little bit of damage, is it? It's going to do a decent amount. Should do 50%. Okay, this has gone well. This has gone very well. Okay, nice. Bye bye, Yveltal. Well, not bye bye, but you know, just a bit shy. Okay, that's fine. I'm just thinking to bring in now. Groudon comes back in. No surprise there. I think I might bring Ninetales in. You see, I want another Hitmontop potential fake out, and Hitmontop does a lot of damage to Heatran, and Ninetales is the wasted slot now. It was kind of a Venusaur and we didn't use it. So that's okay. Hitmontop come back. Ninetales. Okay. Lando protects. Don't want to take Sucker Punches, Foul Plays, all that stuff. Fire Punches. Again, another one. Goes for Oblivion Wing. Okay, that's fine. Like, I have a choice here. I could Will-O-Wisp. Like, Groudon might switch into Heatran. So I'm just going to Rock Slide. I think I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Yveltal. Like, I feel like Groudon switches out, if anything. I don't think Yveltal switches out. I think Groudon switches out. If anybody's switching out, I mean. And I don't know if Sucker Punch plus Fire Punch gets me. Okay, Groudon protects. Right, that's not bad at all. That's actually quite good. It's kind of annoying. But those are the things you do when you run Will-O-Wisp. As if Flinch wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Nope, it's just Oblivion Wing into... Yeah, Ninetales. Just getting rid of Ninetales, that's fine. The sunlight fades. We're going to protect again, and I'm going to bring in... I'm bringing him on top. Like, I have all the tools to win this. It's just positioning it and getting Groudon out of the way. Groudon's such a pain. I told you Groudon was a pain for this team. It really is a pain. I have no way of just, like, apart from Xerneas, and on this team I'm pretty sure it's careful and can live a +2 Moonblast. Like, I have no way of just, like, just getting rid of it, which is so annoying. Maybe I should have... Actually, I've just misplayed. I should have Rock Slid again because you're just going to Oblivion Wing the him on top. That was bad. That was silly. That was a mistake. I do apologise. Oh, I went for Sucker Punch. Okay, great. Ooh, Sword Stance. Okay. Need to get rid of this Yveltal. Need to get rid of this Yveltal. Okay. As I said before, flinches, you know, welcome. We welcome flinches with open arms. We should live this. Don't burn. I could switch into Ninetales and double feint. Because I feel like he's going to Sucker Punch me, right? Like Sucker Punch, Fire Punch. But if I double feint the Yveltal, it should get it. If my opponent goes for Oblivion Wing into him on top, then that was bad. But if not, we're golden. And I'll get another Intimidate on Groudon. Oh, he didn't go for Sucker Punch, damn. Damn, I went for Oblivion Wing. I really thought you'd Sucker Punch there. Makes sense. Okay, yeah, but... Yeah, okay, Oblivion Winged. If this takes out him on top, I'd do really good. Oh, it doesn't. Flipping Neck came on top. Why are you so bulky? Oh, we've thrown this, for goodness sake. How did that happen? Actually, I think that's in... Oh, come on. I've made an absolute meal out of this. Just try to play out loads of turns in my head. I've made a mess of this. Don't play like this, guys. If you're ever playing a game and you've got like a good position, don't play how I've just played. Dreadful, absolutely dreadful. Like, I've got all the tools now. I feel like I'm just like throwing it away somehow. Throwing it away. Okay. And Oblivion Wing again. Okay. Right, so if I... I'm tempted to Dazzle. I want to Rock Slide. I want to Earthquake, really. I could also... Like, I'm thinking you could switch your Yveltal into Heat Man, right? Do I go for the big read and ground him the Yveltal? I don't want to. No, we're going to play it safe. I've got to get Chip. I need to hit this Groudon, like, seriously. Ah, see, it's good job I didn't go for the silly read, didn't it? Flinches are welcome. We like flinches right now. Flinch. 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 Oh dear God. Oh dear. Oh dear. Wait, what's that ground on that though? -2? -1? I think he's still gonna get me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is so bad. This is the worst game ever. Okay, Velto flinches. Let's go. Okay, worst game ever, guys. Worst game ever. Was this the worst game ever? Yes. Right, I've got the play. Right, we ground EMZ Groudon. Do we? I could do. We're gonna have to do something. Wait. Yeah. I'm gonna ground EMZ Groudon. I'm gonna fake out the... I could protect though. If it protects, I proc the berry. Ah, that would be so bad. I kind of have to rock slide. I think you fake. Oh, I didn't. Didn't protect! I could have got the ground on, that was silly. Okay, Flinch is welcome on the ground, and Flinch is welcome on the ground. I don't think I deserve to win this. I played this really bad, and I don't think I might not win it now, to be honest. Oh, it's not Berry Groudon though, is it? I keep thinking about berries. Jesus Christ. Okay, if he gets a burn or a crit here, I'm screwed. Be strong, Landorus. Okay, well done, Landorus. Worst game ever? Do you reckon Earthquake picks up Groudon? I flipping hope so. He should do, right? I mean, if I EQ and faint Heat Run, or if I faint Groudon, Heat Run dies, unless it's Shooker. No, I'm going to feint it. I'm going to put it all on the line. Let's go. In case it's Focus / Heat Run. You never know. Come on. I swear to God, Landorus. You best kill this Groudon. You best kill it. And that, my friends, is exactly how you don't seal up an endgame. Don't do that. That was awful. That was so bad. I played that so bad. Well, and they quit as well. Everyone's quitting on me today. I don't like that. Okay, that was really poor. Like I had. Yeah, can you see why Groudon is an issue? I just don't have a real like solid way of hitting it apart from Xerneas. Like him on top's doing nothing. Landorus isn't exactly doing amazing. Ninetales there, I was scared of. Heat Ran in the back. That was a bit. Oh man. Anyway, I'll just finish talking about the IC quickly. So yeah, I lost to a banned Groudon that killed my Incineroar, and then Lunala decked me, and I was a bit on tilt again. I lost some against something else, like a game where someone just decked me, and then yeah. Oh, I lost a speed tie as well. That was another one that sent me on tilt on the same day. Yeah, and in the morning I won 2 and lost 5. I was 2-5, and I was like, oh, sack this. And then towards the end of the day, I thought, you know what, I'll just give it one more spin. And I won the last 8, so on the last day I went 10-5 as well, so I went 30-15 altogether, which is, I suppose, you know, like 2/3, 1/2 of the game, so that's alright. I finished, obviously I don't know exactly what my rating was, but I think before the last game I was like 1665, so I was, and they were like a 1600s of players, so I probably finished like 1670, 1680. Obviously not amazing, like I was really hoping to get to 1700, but it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. I did alright. Saw some crazy stuff, and the main thing is I made notes. The best thing was I made notes about all the losses, because the team, like, some of it felt good and some of it, like, I know where it needed to improve, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on that team for the channel another time. Anyway, did pick up 3 wins there with this new team. Definitely got a bit fortunate in game 1 with the blue flare miss. Second game, my opponent not expecting encore was, shows how good Salazzle is. That's just great. And the last game was, I mean, Jesus, what was I playing at? Anyway, cheers for watching this episode, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all in a bit.